The Reverend Edwin C. Sanders II is the senior servant and founder of the Metropolitan Interdenominational Church in Nashville, Tennessee. This congregation has attracted a broad cross-section of people with the mission of being inclusive of all and alienating to none, and leading the way to spiritual growth by sharing God's love in the world. Metropolitan has outreach ministries in the areas of substance abuse, advocacy for children, sexual violence, and harm reduction, in addition to providing services including testing and a primary care clinic to persons infected with and infected by HIV/AIDS through the First Response Center, which Reverend Sanders founded in 1992. Reverend Sanders is a graduate of Wesleyan University, where he received the Bachelor's of Arts degree in anthropology in 1969. He specialized in cultural anthropology, and his thesis was entitled "The Black Church as a Revolutionary Institution." Reverend Sanders' professional life also began at Wesleyan as co-director of the African American Institute, and he is a former member of the Wesleyan University Board of Trustees. He has done graduate study at Yale University Divinity School and as a special student at Vanderbilt University Divinity School. The opportunity to travel extensively throughout Europe and Africa was afforded Reverend Sanders as one of the first fellows of the Thomas J. Watson Foundation.
Began 25 years ago as a result of the death of one of our founding members. We have a biblical mandate to respond to those who are the disadvantaged, the disenfranchised, to those who have been discounted and dismissed. It's not just the right thing to do politically, but it's the right thing to do spiritually. It's the right thing to do within the context of our...
For 18 years, Reverend Sanders has served as pastoral counselor for the Meharry Medical College Alcohol and Drug Abuse Program in Nashville, Tennessee, where he was responsible for the spiritual component of all programs. This work was primarily built around the conducting of group and individual therapy sessions. Also in Nashville, he has served as director of the Southern Prison Ministry and as the dean of the chapel at Fisk University. Reverend Sanders holds life membership in the NAACP and is a member of the Interdenominational Ministers Fellowship, where he is a former president. Reverend Sanders was a presenter at the World AIDS Conferences in Geneva, Switzerland, Durban, South Africa, and Toronto, Canada, as well as speaking regularly at other forums and conferences throughout the United States and around the world. Reverend Sanders serves on the board of directors of the Black AIDS Institute, the AIDS Institute, the National Minority AIDS Council, the Religious Coalition for Reproductive Choice, and the Drug Policy Alliance. He is the national coordinator for religious leaders for a more just and compassionate drug policy, and a former member of the National Advisory Council on Sexual Health at the National Center for Primary Care. More of his current commitments include serving on the advisory committee of the Rural Center for HIV/STD Prevention, and as chair of the HIV Vaccine Trials Network Legacy Project Advisory Group, designed to increase the participation of African Americans and Latinos in HIV vaccine studies. Also in 2002, Reverend Sanders was a candidate for governor of the state of Tennessee, finishing third out of a field of 14 candidates. So Reverend Sanders, on behalf of Clovis Campbell, chairman of NNPA and all African American publications, we thank you for your love, compassion, and tireless efforts in the HIV/AIDS community, domestic and abroad.
Shitani le majingwaya
My name is Edwin Sanders, and I'm the senior servant at Metropolitan Interdenominational Church in Nashville, Tennessee.